united kids, especially this kid all the way to my left here, Austin May. Nobody on either team competed any harder out there on the field than he did. And he's a senior, and I'm just so proud of everything that Austin Bain did this year. He really salvaged our season for us. He just rose up and did everything for us, and he showed everybody in LSU Nation just what kind of a ball player he is and what a great competitor. Nobody loves LSU more than him, and I'm just really happy for Austin that his senior year he did as much as he did, and we're going to miss him terribly.
Hello and welcome to this week's edition of Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV with Jordy Helberg. I'm Tommy Chrysan. It's safe to say we are into the hot days of summer.
Yes, we
are. A couple of afternoon showers, and we all know the drill living here in Louisiana.
Baseball season comes to a close, which means basically all sports with LSU has come to a close, and now we set our sights to the fall when things get rocking and rolling again.
Yeah, no question about that. The LSU baseball team goes out to Corvallis and managed a couple of wins. We'll get into some of that, but they get eliminated from the tournament 12-0 by a very good Oregon State team. Some people saying that this team can go all the way. They are the overall number 3 seed. Tigers finish up 39-27 on the season.
You combine the two scores against Oregon State, it was 26-1. Tip your cap to the better club.
Yeah, no question about that. And Jordy, you and I were chatting a little bit earlier. You know, if back on February 1st or so, I tell you this year Austin Bain will be the MVP and Nick Bush will be the first Tiger player selected in the MLB draft, you'd have wondered how many Budweisers I had or something.
I would have taken that bet.
Yeah, that's no indictment on Bush or Bain. They did have good years, respectively, although Bush didn't throw a lot, but he was the first Tiger picked. But overall, you know, I think this team has some things that have to be addressed. And I think Coach Mainieri, who's a Hall of Fame coach, is aware of those things, and he's going to address them. He's not going to have all the answers this week, next week, or July or August, but he'll get it all figured out by the time school starts, you know, this fall.
He's got to figure out, you know, as the draft has concluded and what players, wherever they were selected, if they're going to come on back to school, and that will determine what they do. It might be a problem as far as having too many players on board for the first time in a long time. I mean, how are you going to find room for all of them? That will be determined throughout June and into early July.
And kind of a summary of the season, it made a good run in Hoover, which got them the trip to Corvallis. And there was a couple other highlights during the season of a couple of good stretches of games, but they struggled on the road. They didn't have consistency with the hitting, the pitching, and the timely hitting, the pitching, and the defense. The consistency was just not there. So, somebody said, well, man, 6 straight years as a national seed. Well, that's good and that's great, but all good things come to an end. It didn't happen this year.
Yeah. And I'd have to go back and look. Bush was taken as the first LSU player in the 8th round. When's the last time you had to wait until the 8th round for an LSU player to get selected?
2008.
2008. What happened then? All those players came back. What was 2009?
They win the national championship.
Win the national championship.
We're not
look
here
at
to
it that way.
They're going to win the 2019 national championship.
You never know.
A lot of ground to cover there. But all in all, a good baseball year. I guess when you splice it up, it's not the year LSU wanted, but they did get to the finals of a regional, albeit on the road. A couple of those wins out there, San Diego State and Northwestern State. How about that run by Bobby Barbier? I mean, those guys, they had LSU on the ropes a little bit on that Sunday. It didn't work out. They'll be a force to be reckoned with in the Southland next year.
5 runs in the top of the 9th to secure the win and erase a 1-run deficit. Yeah, it's a shame they put both of those schools way out in the West, but it is what it is. And look, there's no question they missed Lang and Poche. They missed Eric Walker.
Dykeman.
They're missing that pitching staff, and they had so many darn injuries, and it's not an excuse, but heck, they lose Hilliard and Labus right before the regional. So that, not to say that that's going to help them beat Oregon State, because I don't think it would, but they went through their trials and tribulations, and now you hope that some of the players that got experience will parlay that, and some of the players like some players that didn't have the best years, maybe they step it up, and Zach Watson, if he comes back, Jake Slaughter, if he comes back, maybe they live up to the potential. That's how championship teams are developed, with older players that have been through the war, so to speak.
Of course, Beth Torina's softball team, their season ended in Tallahassee. Lo and behold, Florida State's softball team goes on to win the Women's College World Series as Beth Torina's team finishes 45-17, eliminated in Game 3, 3-1 by Florida State. And as I mentioned, Florida State beat Washington in Oklahoma City
2 straight
for the Women's College World Series title, their first ever in softball down there at Florida State.
SEC well represented in the men's super regionals. I didn't think it might be all of those teams. I didn't see Ole Miss losing 2 games in a row. I didn't see Georgia losing to Duke in 2 games in a row, but it is what it is.
Well, you know,
I didn't think Mississippi State would come out of that regional.
No, I didn't either, especially got beat 20-10 out the gate.
Yep.
But one thing I did notice, you know, when Florida had to get beat twice by Florida Atlantic, and they got beat once, there's like 87 people at the game, and it's in Gainesville.
Yeah.
I mean, really? I mean, I understand
the weather problems and all
I understand in Tallahassee when Mississippi State's playing Oklahoma, you're not going to have a full stadium. I get that, okay?
Right.
But Florida at home
weather issues, man.
Okay, but still.
I know. It
needs to be more than 87
number 1 team in the
there.
country,
Yeah,
or
again,
close to number 1.
Again, some of that stuff factored in there. Now, LSU basketball, I saw they're a 5th seed in the NCAA tournament. A way too early bracket has come out, and they got them as a 5th seed. They even got them where they going and who they playing. How ridiculous is that?
He's got 2 more JUCO kids, so he's got his roster all set up. And this is the time of the year. We are in June. Summer session has begun, so everybody who's anybody is on campus, and they're going through the ropes, and they're going through practices and all the stuff that you got to do to get ready for the next season.
And speaking of that, all the football players are there except for Terrence Alexander, the John Curtis product, who doesn't graduate from Stanford till mid-June. Then he'll be in. So, yes, that means Joe Burrow from Ohio State is in, and that means McMillan, Narcisse, and Brennan, as we speak, are still wearing purple and gold.
Yeah, and from all indications, as of right here, right now, they're all going to be in the fold. So that's I wouldn't have placed that bet either.
Yeah, well,
we'll see. It's still early.
Time will tell.
Still early.
We're going to take a break. When we come back, they had an offensive line, defensive line camp out at LSU. There's some other stuff coming. We're going to be joined by Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com to give us the very latest on LSU football recruiting and what's happening in the month of June, July. Mike will join us after this pause on Tigers Roar. Stay with us.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
Hi, I'm Jordy Helper for Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market at 12451 Old Jefferson Highway. Chairman's Reserve steaks, their pork, their chicken, their seafood, top of the line. Primo barbecue pits, Icy Tech coolers. They can go anywhere and cater anything for you. Go to 751-7665 to call Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market, where good meat ain't cheap and cheap meat ain't good. Tremonti's Meat and Seafood Market.
It's time to find out the truth about health insurance.
True or false? I can't get health insurance because I missed the open enrollment period. False.
If you had a life change such as moving, getting married, having a child, or a job loss, you are eligible to buy a new policy.
I don't have a life-changing event, so I can't get health insurance. False.
You can purchase affordable short-term policies even if it's not open enrollment.
I have to spend hours shopping around for an insurance policy that's right for me. False.
Call Healthcare will connect you with licensed agents that do the work for you, comparing hundreds of options, making sure you get a policy that fits all your needs at the best price.
Call now and we'll connect you to a licensed agent that will answer all your questions. The call and the service are free, so what are you waiting for?
Call Healthcare, getting the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call now. Representatives are standing by to assist you.
Are you ready for this year's formal events? Weddings, homecoming, Mardi Gras, prom, pageants. Debbie's Bridal is having an inventory blowout sale. Don't be left out. Prices range from 20% off to 80% off. Happening now. Debbie's Bridal, Burnside in Gonzales.
Hey now, give it your best, put the broken lies to rest. Hey. Look up to the skies, I see desire in your eyes, but you can't keep it in your heart.
Cypress Lake Apartments are conveniently located off Segan Lane in Baton Rouge, a CLK multifamily management property. Come see this community, which has many amenities including swimming pools, fitness room, playground, and much more. 1, 2, and 3 bedroom apartments. Stop by Cypress Lake Apartments, call 225-293-6789, or go online, live at cypresslakeapts.com.
We continue with Tiger's Roar. It's our pleasure to now be joined by Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com. Mike, good evening. How are you?
Yeah, good to be with you guys as always.
All right.
All right, Mike, big camps out at LSU this past weekend, offensive line, defensive line skills. You were on hand. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, certainly the elite camp, June 22nd, that 3-day stretch is where the bigger names across the board will be. But they probably had 500-600 kids there total Saturday and Sunday, and they did have some very good football players on both days. We had the 5-star center, Webb from Alabama, come in, and he was there on Friday getting a tour. I think that's a tough haul to try and pull him away from Alabama. But still, I know he had a very strong visit, and, part of it to me is the great effort. I think this staff has really done a fantastic job this spring. Certainly there seems to be a lot more upbeat attitude and, about where things are going in recruiting. It seems like everything in Louisiana, the top kids are going their way. So we'll have Stingley on June 20th make an announcement. Now you've got Emory talking about an early July announcement, the running back from Destrehan, and I think both those kids are LSU. So, that was the whole deal. When you had a season like last year and having an outlook and looking like a rebuilding year for 18, the big deal for Orgeron and his staff for perception was to keep the top kids in this great 2019 class home, and I don't see where that's going to be a big issue. Certainly there might be a few that that get away, but not the cream of the crop at the very top. Your top 5 or 6. Certainly anything can happen. It can change, but I think right now the Cardell Thomases, the Sopchers, the Stingley, Emery, Dante Starks, the linebacker who was there on Sunday at the camp, wasn't participating, but he'll be back on June 22nd to work out. I think all those kids are leaning LSU.
June 22nd is the big target date, right? That's the elite camp. Most of these,
the elite camp.
Most
it's a
of these
3-day stretch, and they try to get kids there for at least a day. And of course, that's kids will make decisions. One day they'll be at LSU, the next day they'll be at A&M, Alabama, wherever. They're all these kids are getting pulled at by staffs across the South to at least get there for a day and do some work, and so we'll see. But as you get towards the middle to end of June, there's a lot of kids that have severe camp burnout.
Right.
Right. Because they're between, especially if they're a skilled kid and they're participating in 7-on-7s, it gets to be where they've had enough.
And I would imagine that this is a great time to start looking ahead to the class of 2020, 2021, because you know who the elite are for the class of 2019. But aren't these camps set up to kind of get a head start on those future kids?
Yeah. 2020. That was one of the kids that we got to see on Sunday. LSU's new quarterback commitment, T.J. Finley. Looks real raw, got some work to do. I was hoping to see the Holstein kid from St. Thomas More in Lafayette, who I really like at quarterback. I think he's going to get a lot more substantial offers coming soon. Got a handful of mid-major offers for now. But yeah, 2020 is, it's looking to be a strong year as well. I mean, you've got, your usual athletes and receivers and, offensive lineman. Jacobian Guillory from Alexandria was a standout on Saturday. So, yeah, this is, we all know the 19 kids are household names
right.
Now it's 2020, 2021, like you said.
But I do get the same kind of vibe that you said in your opening statement about how it just seems like that things are shifting toward the positive as far as LSU's concerned with all these kids. And it seems like there's a concerted effort of these kids to band together to stay in state and to do something special at LSU. I just kind of get that feeling.
Yeah, and, look, we all know about Cardell Thomas, LSU's longtime offensive line commitment, and his big personality and kind of trying to be that Pied Piper prospect in the class and work other kids. And I think that, it's guys like him that are a part of that. And look, time after time in these recruiting updates, when you read them, it's getting to be a regular thing where a kid, when you ask them, well, who's recruiting you the hardest? And it's not just Louisiana kids. Nathan Pickering in Mississippi and others are saying LSU's recruiting them the hardest.
That's good.
So,
yeah.
It used to be where, you catch LSU being flat-footed and Saban would be Skyping kids and, Les Miles didn't know how to turn on the computer. I mean, you're not having that problem anymore.
I got you.
Mike, what's up for LSU football and in the recruiting world? Say in the next 4, 5, 6 weeks, kind of leading up to SEC Media Days, which are mid-July.
What was the question again?
What's next for LSU football? What happens between now and the Media Days, which are mid-July over in Atlanta?
Yeah, I mean, that's why your camp's in the third week in June, and before you know it, SEC Media Days is here, and then I'm guessing the first fall practice, is it going to be actually like July 29th, July 30th, or something like that, like last year, because of, the practice dates getting moved up and the way it's all structured now with the rules. And
right.
And then I guess, because that works out and even a fan day counts as a practice day, Will there be a fan day this year, or is that what they did at the spring game this year?
They just scrapped it last year. There won't be a fan day or a media day. They'll make some media guys get some availability. Hey, Mike, tell everybody about TigerBait.com, and why don't you subscribe now so they're up to date on everything happening with Tiger Sports.
Go to TigerBait.com. We've got it all for you. Take a look around. We've got a lot of free content for you to get a sample of the site. And if you're an LSU fan, check out the site. I really think you'll enjoy what you see.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
Take care, buddy.
All right, talk soon. Thanks.
All right, Mike Scarborough with TigerBait.com. He goes to these camps. He talks to these players. He talks to coaches. It's a good deal. TigerBait.com.
This is all about they already know who they've targeted for 2019. They're not going to come up with any surprises there. This is to get those juniors to be, those sophomores to be, and to get in early, because the earlier you get in, you set that initial impression, and that means a lot to kids.
Yes.
It meant a lot to me back in my day.
Right.
And so that's what these camps are for. Now, the elite camp's a different story. You want to you want to put out the red carpet and show them all the stuff and hopefully get a commitment or two from that.
No question about that. We'll take a break, come back with much more on this week's edition of Tigers Roar. Spread the roar. Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans. Jordy Hultberg, Tommy Christ saying we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Creel Tree Service is a licensed and insured tree service providing tree and stump removal, topping, trimming, cabling, pruning, and fertilizing. We have free stump removal with takedowns, free estimates, affordable rates, and senior citizens discounts. Call 774-TREE. That's 774-8733. Get your yard ready for the warmer weather. If it deals with a tree, call me, Creel Tree Service, 774-8733. That's 774-TREE.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what we were trying to do, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. Not showing up on time, not answering the phone, somebody running with your money. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, HardiePlank siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. Service is everything we have. It's the foundation of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. Over 60% of our customers is customer referral. We're a local company here in Baton Rouge, built in Baton Rouge, staying in Baton Rouge. Okay. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. It's built the old-fashioned way, with a handshake. Here at Relief Windows is honored to be official window, door, and siding company of LSU Athletics, from one winning team to another.
It's a beautiful day for baseball.
Take me out to a Hooters. Take me out to the game. Give me some wings and a frosty brew, a seat by the tube and a buddy or two.
Step up to our plate. Bring the team to Hooters and get 40 free boneless wings. Offer applies to teams of 6 or more in uniform.
There's no better place to catch the game. It's baseball time at Hooters.
Attention! Do you have chronic back pain, knee pain, or arthritis? If you have Medicare or private insurance like Aetna, United Healthcare, Humana, or Blue Cross, you may qualify for a safe, drug-free remedy for your everyday back and knee pain. But you must call now. The call and consultation are free, and you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. These pain relief braces are ideal for back pain, arthritis, sciatica, leg pain, knee pain, and other painful conditions that make life difficult. Don't suffer needlessly. Our associates will work directly with Medicare or your insurance company for free. Your knee or back brace will be delivered directly to your door. Imagine playing with your grandkids or enjoying tennis or golf again. Call the National Knee and Back Brace Center to qualify for your Medicare or insurance-covered knee or back brace.
Call 800-560-3392, 800-560-3392.
This is an important announcement. If you're between 50 and 85 and worried about your loved ones, you can still get affordable life insurance for peace of mind.
My life insurance coverage is guaranteed, and I was not required to get a medical exam.
I had high blood pressure and diabetes, and I got my coverage with one telephone call. No exam necessary.
I'm a smoker, and I wanted to take care of my family.
I called to get my life insurance and my affairs in order. I wanted to do the right thing.
Call Final Expense No Exam Insurance. Your rates are guaranteed and will never increase.
I called and learned that this insurance cannot be canceled even if you get sick or gain weight.
And there are no restrictions on how my beneficiaries use the money when I'm gone.
Approval was easy and the price was right. I wanted to do this for my children.
Call 800-654-9927, 800-654-9927.
We continue with Tigers Roar. Jordy Hultberg, Tommy Krysan with you. Keeping it on the topic of Tiger football, Jordy, there have been a lot of great football players at LSU. No question about that for 125 years now, I guess. One of the all-time greats, in my opinion, and maybe the greatest, and I know I hate to make that statement, but Kevin Faulk, the Karen Crow product, who is currently on the staff at LSU, player development, has been put on the ballot for the College Football Hall of Fame. Quite an accomplishment to get on the ballot. There's dozens and dozens of people on it. It'll be next January of 2019.
75 on the ballot.
When they say who will go into the Hall of Fame. There's some other guys with Louisiana ties that are on it, like Morton Anderson, who went to Michigan State but obviously played for the Saints. There's a few other guys with Louisiana ties, but Kevin Faulk, I mean...
He's the all-time leading rusher in LSU football history. He's the all-time all-purpose yardage leader in the Southeastern Conference. That says a lot. And you know what? I'll always remember the Jared DiNardo speech and how he said the first thing he's going to do, he's going to head up the interstate and go to Karen Crow. He's going to try and get Kevin Faulk to come to LSU. Kevin Faulk was the key linchpin to turn the LSU the LSU football program back onward and upward. He kind of made it cool to come to school. He was #1 recruit in the country, and he turned down Florida, turned down Notre Dame, stayed close to home, and that was the difference maker.
Well, and I tell you what, when most people met him for the first time, he's not the tallest guy in the room. In fact, he might be the shortest guy, depending on who else is in the room. Well, what we wanted to do for you Tiger football fans is we wanted to dig up some Kevin Faulk LSU highlights. And maybe some of you youngsters out there that don't remember when Kevin Faulk played in the late 90s at LSU, you need to watch this. It will put your jaw on the floor. You Tiger fans, relive some of the greatness of Kevin Faulk.
Big play. Kevin Faulk is back in the game. Here we go. This is the game. 3rd and 1. Pitch back to Faulk. He's got it in this zone. Look out. He's gone. Montgomery trying to trip him up, and he trips him up at the 18-yard line. Oh, that's Kevin Faulk. I tell you, he's something else. Somebody lift that jersey. There may be an S on his chest. Here's Faulk up the middle, cut left. He's off to the races. Kevin Faulk, 45-50. He might go all the way. Kevin Faulk, 80-yard touchdown. The pitch to Faulk, 3-2-1 touchdown.
Faulk. Look out! Kevin Faulk! Touchdown LSU! 53 yards on the run by Faulk.
Gives this one to Faulk, who dances and doodles his way up over the 20, and Faulk has got one man to beat downfield.
Quick one. Oh, one-handed grab. Kevin Falk. Goes to the 30 for a first down. Wow.
Here's the ball. He has running room on the outside. It cuts it up at the 25-yard line, and Falk will score.
Falk. 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 Touchdown.
Second down, 13. Running room this time for Falk. He gives the stiff arm to Fernando Bryant, and he's still going out near midfield.
Falk has busted one open. Falk is still on his feet. Kevin Falk has finally run out of bounds. And Kevin Falk is going to score a touchdown. Untouched by human hand. Kevin Falk, touchdown! And here's Kevin Falk, touchdown LSU. Oh, here's Falk, he's got a big opener, and Falk is going to score! And here's Kevin Falk, and that's touchdown number 5.
Jordy, you were doing a lot of sideline work for Tiger football. Falk was one of those guys, every time he touched the ball, he might dazzle you and or go all the way.
Well, what's made it so special, and you saw the clip with the one-handed catch coming out of the backfield. He returned punts. He returned kickoffs. He could have stayed on the field and do anything. He was a tremendous, tremendous player and had a long-standing career in the NFL by just doing his job, doing what they asked of him to do. And he did it for 14 or 15 years for the New England Patriots, just all the way from Carrico. And I still say this to this day. I saw his high school highlight film reel, and it was just remarkable. And so good luck to Kevin Falk.
Yeah, and currently a member of Ed Orgeron's staff, a director of player development.
Just had a birthday the other day.
And doing all that good stuff for Tiger football.
He's 42 years young now. I can't believe I'm saying that. He's 42.
You know what that means? It means you and I are getting up there a little bit. But you're older than I. Let's just make sure everybody knows that.
But
not by a lot.
But nobody could tell by the looks.
No,
so
not by a lot, but you are older than I.
Yes, I am.
Hey, before we go to break, we want to again recognize the only national championship that came out of the school year for LSU, the sports calendar year, if you will. And it was in women's tennis doubles. Eden Richardson and Jessica Golovin pick up the NCAA doubles national championship. So huge congrats go out to those girls.
Yeah, first time ever in tennis. And the doubles group, I don't know if they're seniors or juniors, if they're coming back or not. I don't know.
At the new tennis facility, hey, they produced a national champion. There you go.
They are getting some recruits in, there's no question.
We're going to take a break, come back, and kick a few more things around. A little Paul Maneri for you on the other side of this break. You're watching Tigers Roar on Pelican Sports TV. Stay with us.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down.
miss the feeling.
Woodburners, serving South Louisiana since 1977, is a family-owned and operated company with over 30 years of experience. They're the fireplace experts, providing upscale products at an affordable price. Fireplaces, glass doors, wood stoves and stove chimneys, mantles, screens, gas logs, and tool sets. Visit online at woodburnersinc.com. Call 225-752-2590 or stop by 10510 Airline Highway in Baton Rouge.
This is an important medical announcement for anyone who has taken the chemotherapy drug Taxotere. If you or a loved one has developed alopecia or hair loss after taking the breast cancer drug Taxotere, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. While many chemotherapy drugs can cause temporary hair loss, Taxotere can cause permanent, irreversible loss of hair on the head, eyebrows, eyelashes, beard, and body. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential and you may be eligible. You may not have been warned about the side effects of Taxotere. Your consultation is free. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one has experienced permanent hair loss as a result of the chemotherapy drug Taxotere. But you must call now.
Call 800-794-0738. 800-794-0738.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
For Total Home Pest Control, who are you going to call?
Call the Bug Man, 923-BUGS.
For total pest control for your home or business, call the original Salvant.
Call the Bug Man today, 923-BUGS.
We continue with Tigers Roar here as we into the hot days of June, the afternoon showers and all of that good stuff. Looking for us radio guys, looking for a lot of things to talk about and getting guests and all that. Hey, but we know that exists at this time. It always comes around. And we appreciate you folks watching Tigers Roar. Don't forget, we will have a post-game show scheduled again this fall, immediately following all the LSU games, including that opener on September 2, which is a Sunday night, against the Miami Hurricanes. And, of course, Buddy Sanji will be involved with that, Brian Lazar, Ronnie Rance, the crew, as we're going to roll into, how about this, year 12 of this program and of the post-game show on Pelican Sports TV. And we certainly appreciate all the folks who have taken time to call or text or to tell people about it.
People behind the scenes that get it all to work.
It takes a lot of people to put it together, no question about that. Back to LSU baseball, Coach Mainieri coaching Team USA this summer, but I know he'll have a lot of focus on fixing some things with LSU baseball. We got some video from Coach Mainieri talking about the Corvallis Regional and his team and some other things involving Tiger baseball. Here is the head coach, Paul Mainieri.
Obviously, it's always good to win the first game of these 4-game tournaments. You know, if you don't win both the first and second game, you create such a hole for yourself, and it tests your pitching staff, the depth of your pitching staff so much. So far we got half the job done in the first 2 games. You know, we played well enough to win today. Wasn't our greatest game, certainly, but well enough to win. I thought Nick Bush was really outstanding for the first 3 innings, and they ran into a little trouble there, and we had kind of an unfortunate ball there, hit the base there, and get them 2 runs. But you know, our guys battled back. Jake came through with such a big hit there to give us the lead, and then we were able to tack on a couple. We hit some balls really hard, and then Zach Watson kind of looped one in there, you know, so we had a little bit of luck, and then Antoine came through with a big one. I thought the real key to the game for us, though, was Devin Fontenot and his performance coming in out of the pen. I was hoping it wasn't going to have to be probably till the 6th or 7th inning, excuse me, the 7th or 8th inning. But we had to bring him a little earlier because Nick kind of tired there. But he did a tremendous job, Devin, and Todd did his usual thing, and so we get to win the first game, and we're proud of it.
Question?
Well, obviously a big win for us to stay alive. You know, first of all, let me give my congratulations to Northwestern State and their coach, Bobby Barbier. He's a class act guy, does a super job. The players played their hearts out, and they really represented the state of Louisiana in a tremendous way while they were here. They played us obviously very tough. You know, their closer was tough, and we were able to get some big hits there in the 9th inning. First of all, Antoine led off with a really great at bat, and then a clutch stolen base. You don't like to steal when you're losing by a run in the 9th inning, but I just had so much confidence in him because of his veteran attitude and knowing how to do it. And, you know, it's a close play, but I think the umpire got it correctly and thought he was safe. And then we had we had a very fortuitous one by Austin Bain there in the hole after Cabrera almost hit one out. And then after that, just some real clutch hits. Obviously, Coombs, Slaughter, Hal Hughes all came through in big ways for us, which is what we were lacking earlier in the game. And then I thought Cam Sanders did a tremendous job getting us off to a good start. You know, we probably left him in, you know, 1 batter too much. But then Matthew came in, did a really nice job, and Todd Peterson did his usual thing. Congratulations to Oregon State for winning the regional. They have a great ball club, no weaknesses, a very veteran team. I think I counted 4 or 5 juniors and 4 seniors and 3 seniors, something like that. So they've got a lot of experience on that team, and a very talented team, very well coached. And they obviously have a much better team than we do this year. And you know, they beat us fair and square, and I wish we would have been a little more competitive in the games, but you know, they deserved it, and they'll advance, and our season ends. You know, whenever the season comes to an end, it's always a very sad time, especially when you have to say goodbye to kids. Especially this kid all the way to my left here, Austin May. Nobody on either team competed any harder out there on the field than he did. And you know, he's a senior, and I'm just so proud of everything that Austin May did this year. He really salvaged our season for us. He just rose up and did everything for us, and he showed everybody in LSU Nation just what kind of a ball player he is and what a great competitor. Nobody loves LSU more than him, and I'm just really happy for Austin that his senior year he did as much as he did, and we're going to miss him terribly.
Paul Monet, and before we know it, fall baseball will be here. A couple of changes. They can have 2 games in the fall against non-SEC teams. When I played,
does that count on your record?
No, back in the day when I played, we had 30 or 35 games in the fall. That was just part of it. And then also there's going to be centralized replay in the SEC. There'll be a Birmingham where all the calls will go. They won't have to run up under the dugout at Alec Box like they used to do. But anyway, we'll take a break, come back, got a treat for you. Everybody wants to see it again. Joe Burrow, the graduate transfer from Ohio State. We got some Joe Burrow video for you right after this pause on Tigers Roar.
Joe.
Stay with us.
Hope you can play, Joe.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help.
I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 800-383-8177. 800-383-8177.
Hi, I am Dr. Farrell Frugier Jr., and I am a general dentist at Frugier Family Dentistry. I was born and raised in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I went to Catholic High School, LSU, and LSU School of Dentistry in New Orleans, where I received my DDS degree in 1986. I always have and will continue to be committed to continuing my education, to invest in technology which makes the diagnosis and delivery of dentistry more thorough, more comfortable, and more aesthetically pleasing. In our practice, we are here to serve the patients. We want to improve their quality of life and to develop relationships with our patients. In dentistry, we have a chance to impact lives on a daily basis, not just by doing dentistry, but by getting to know them and being a part of their life. We also believe in giving back to our community. So every year, we give back to the Greater Baton Rouge Food Bank, Toys for Tots, and Mary Bird Perkins Cancer Center. Please stop by and visit our office. We would love to take care of you and your family.
It's a beautiful day for baseball. Take me out to a Hooters. Take me out to the game. Give me some wings and a frosty brew. A seat by the tube and a buddy or two.
Step up to our plate. Bring the team to Hooters and get 40 free boneless wings. Offer applies to teams of 6 or more in uniform.
There's no better place to catch the game. It's baseball time at Hooters.
Are you ready for this year's formal events? Weddings, homecoming, Mardi Gras, prom, pageants. Debbie's Bridal is having an inventory blowout sale. Don't be left out. Prices range from 20% off to 80% off. Happening now. Debbie's Bridal, Burnside in Gonzales.
Hi, I'm Bobby Yarborough with Manda Fine Meats. Here at Manda, we know what the folks of South Louisiana love. They love great flavored smoked sausage, delicious deli meats, and specialty items like boudin and andouille sausage. Manda Fine Meats has been providing these products since 1947. We produce them right here in Baton Rouge, so you know you're always getting the freshest product at your local grocery store. Manda Fine Meats. Taste the fresh local flavor in everything we make. Make it Manda every time.
Hello. Hola. 你好.
Experience what the Baton Rouge International School can offer your children. Now welcoming displaced students for short and long-term stability.
All right, the big topic for LSU football the last month plus, the graduate transfer, Joe Burrow from Ohio State, and that's going to be the topic all summer. A couple of weeks ago, we had some video on him. Had some people tell me, hey, man, we missed that video on Joe Burrow. Now, all our stuff's at YouTube, but we wanted to share with you again tonight some stuff from Joe Burrow in his days as the Ohio State backup, Of course, now he'll wear the purple and gold as you see on your screen. A right-handed 6'3", 215. Here's a good look at Joe Burrow.
During the course of the spring practice for that backup role. On first down, Burrow able to find K.J. Hill, and Hill Scarlet team down 7-0. Burrow back on at quarterback, and on the sprint out finds Hill, and Hill's got the first down at Athens High School.
Well, you know, just a quick rollout timing pass, and
Ohio State. Obviously, Mike Weber is going to be the guy who is the starting running back this year as Burrow throws a strike over the middle. Luke Farrell with the catch.
Started as a true freshman at Ohio State. That's just unheard of at left guard.
Floating it deep and open for the touchdown is Kayvon Hughley. The deep ball puts 6 on the board. And the Scarlet takes the lead.
Yeah, big emphasis for the offense is the deep ball having success, and you're hurt, and that's why he recruited me here at Ohio State.
Scarlet averaging 10 yards per play, and they're looking to improve that average, and Dixon with the catch, and Dixon with the touchdown.
I got to tell you a story about Lou Holston. He was here as assistant coach, coaching the secondary in 1968. And the Buckeyes were getting ready to play Purdue, #1 in the country. And Lou Holtz, Mike Phipps is the quarterback, and Lou Holtz came up with a secondary adjustment. He said, if they throw the ball when there's coverage, we'll intercept it for a touchdown. And he bet Hugh Hyman, who was assistant coach, became the athletic director, $100 and won the bet. Teddy the Cheery Provost intercepted the ball in the south end zone, threw the ball in the stands.
Nurnberger's extra point is good, and the Scarlet with a 21-10 lead. Back to that touchdown, one play, 44 yards. The deep ball from Burrow to Johnny Dixon. And in a game of touch, maybe he would have been down before the end zone, but continuation, like in basketball. He got to roll on into the end zone, and Johnny Dixon scores from 44 yards out. It's great to see. On 3rd down and 6. Burrow with time finds the tight end, and Farrell with a first down. Burrow on the roll, looking for the sideline, and Johnny Dixon, and Dixon makes the catch. He got a foot down and a first down at the 48-yard line. Johnny Dixon starring early for the Scarlet team.
Yeah, they see midseason form on these rollout passes already. Every quarterback that has executed put the ball right on the money.
Swing to Hill on first down, and Hill tackled on the play. On 2nd down, Burrow floating it over the right side. McCall wide open, touchdown. Nice touch from Joe Burrow. 6 more for the Scarlet squad.
All right, this is obviously a busted coverage, but watch Burrow here. Here comes a linebacker really unblocked right in his face. He's got the poise to sit right in there and put the ball right on the money.
Is that for a duo? Both called for this morning on College Game Day. Joe Burrow has replaced J.T. Barrett. Barrett's night is apparently done.
They're sitting there for, now they're down the road.
In terms of playoff, yeah.
Yes.
Burrow keeps it, and was wrestled down after a yard loss. 3rd and 5 for Joe Burrow in his first series in relief. And Burrow on a slant makes a completion to K.J. Hill, and they move the sticks out near the 30.
Nice poise by Burrow. Brought both the linebackers, and Newby actually got to him just as he was about to throw the ball. It affected his follow-through. Watch Newby 3. He'll come in clean right into the face, but he recognizes the void because of those 2 linebackers and gets the ball to K.J. Hill. I think you're safe in putting him there personally, but that's okay.
Burrow to Hill. And KJ dancing free, knocked down at the 50. And if you're Joe Burrow, redshirt freshman, you'd like to look sharp here for the coaches.
Yeah, and he's doing that. He's distributing the ball, and like I said, KJ Hill is showing some nice hands, this time in traffic where Aaron Williams had him defended pretty well, but a great throw by Joe Burrow, and another nice catch there by KJ Hill.
Slammed down hard on the shoulder, you do get concerned. Burrow takes off, darts up the middle, and will score standing up. Joe Burrow finds the end zone. Barrett-like there on the burst, and the Buckeyes have gone over 60 now.
Watch the linebacker go with him. He goes with him. He's a little bit unsure, and boy, did that open up with the linebacker moving out for Joe Burrow. See him kind of moving out. Chris Webber, number 49, and then he comes over late.
15 minutes are about up in most places, but he's still on the play card here.
Wow, I'll tell you, Joe Burrow is throwing the ball very well.
Austin Mack, another true freshman, makes his second catch of the season.
Burrow's dad is a college coach himself, so he's defensive coordinator down at Ohio University with Frank Solich. So he's grown up in a football house, and being around a coach, you can tell he plays the game with tremendous poise, and they feel that once JT Barrett moves on, he still has another year to play. That you have Joe Burrow and also Dwayne Haskins, who's a freshman this year.
Big shoes to fill whenever that next quarterback is chosen. Burrow on a slant, and the catch is made. Now the ball trying to be ripped out of there by A.J. Alexander.
Every throw that he has had has hit the receiver right in the chest. I mean, and I know it's mop-up duty, but when you're Joe Burrow, you get a chance to get it out on the, as much as you practice, a chance to get out here and play in front of this stadium. It's pretty nice for him to come out here 6 of 6, and not only 6 of 6, like I said. I mean, he's putting it right on the numbers.
Don't forget to keep up with us on social media. The Facebook page is Pelican Broadcasting. The Twitter account is @Pelican Sports. And, of course, we got the YouTube channel, youtube.com/Pelican Broadcasting, where you can get this, lots of things we do at your convenience, youtube.com/Pelican Broadcasting. Jordy, good stuff. We appreciate Mike Scarborough of TigerBait.com. Go subscribe to TigerBait.com. Takes a lot of people at Pelican to put this thing together. Most importantly, we thank you for watching. We thank you for spreading the roar here on Tigers Roar, Pelican Sports TV. Talk to you again real soon.
It's time to find out the truth about health insurance.
True or false? I can't get health insurance because I missed the open enrollment period. False.
If you had a life change such as moving, getting married, having a child, or a job loss, you are eligible to buy a new policy.
I don't have a life-changing event, so I can't get health insurance. False.
You can purchase affordable short-term policies even if it's not open enrollment.
I have to spend hours shopping around for an insurance policy that's right for me. False.
Call Healthcare will connect you with licensed agents that do the work for you, comparing hundreds of options, making sure you get a policy that fits all your needs at the best price.
Call now and we'll connect you to a licensed agent that will answer all your questions. The call and the service are free, so what are you waiting for?
Call Healthcare, getting the coverage you need at a price you can afford. Call now. Representatives are standing by to assist you.